What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches from Twitch straight to you. We're here today checking out Minnesota Rokkr, LA Thieves. We got 4 matches on this Saturday. We got Miles and Chance casting. Let's check it out.
The desk picks, maybe you don't understand why they were thinking of 3-0 or 3-1. Not the strongest for Minnesota at 1-4. And we've watched them play, Miles. We know how annoying Rokkr are to deal with. We know they're constantly taking the water routes, but obviously the record does not reflect it. Annoying is one thing, winning is another.
Let's see if they can find the win today. Already, Spicy looks towards the middle of the map, trying to clear out this P2
Minnesota Rokkr
with a fresh look. Envoy, mid-map's all going to be sweet for a Mo.
It was a close one yesterday, but lost.
Small victory, but there we go.
They're on like a 5-match losing
streak. The LA Thieves have not let any of this Rokkr shenanigans get things going early on. They're going to try to get themselves back into the time and retain map control.
So Rokkr, I think, really
all
won
things
this one.
considered, Rokkr did a halfway decent job off the opening break, making things mixy, keeping LA off the time. But when all is said and done, Thieves able to stabilize, keep those right side spawns, and honestly not really give up any time at all on P1 and collect a little bit themselves. But the water routes commence. Vance maybe going to go for the first, or maybe he wants the cheeky kill out of the water. Instead, it's just a freebie for Kenny. That is not the start Rokkr want to have, as Kenny just now gets to cut off the map, whether it be mid or whether it be through the P1 side. Just gives the directions to his teammates. I'm watching this, you pick up the other, and Envoy's on the case.
I mean, that's exactly what you want here on Hydro. You've trapped them. LA Thieves now having the pick of the litter. You do have Rokkr now in the back line.
Rokkr did
the hard point
break
there.
it.
All kills are there. You've got one player left to really deal with. That's Envoy. Easier said than done. Can Rokkr find some time here? This should be a great opportunity to get back into this hard point.
Well, certainly giving it the old college try, but that is not a good start. Vance getting absolutely fried by Envoy, who repositions towards the hill, wins another big one, has fantastic chiming on when to chow out. And as soon as his teammate spawns up behind him, LA Thieves hit the go button
Rokkr
and start
gotta
that
hold this one.
rotation, but it is a clean 4 on that roto, and well, Vance again very privy to the water routes, able to take down a couple of these entry kills. I think it's really at the Cammy. Last one, last water route to be taken, but the man loses the gunfight. LA Thieves back spawn is now open.
Kenny v Cammy comes out on top. The back spawn now wide open. This is a terrifying prospect for this hard point here on Hydro. Again, that far left-hand side of the minimap where I think Cammy right now is just sort of posted up. You're going to see those players fly on through. Draws with the entry to the side. Cammy still holding down the back spawns. Kenny gets a little bit of retribution payback as cash money flies everywhere. No one in the hard point just yet. Thieves will get a toe. Will Rokkr be able to counter?
Well, sort of the 50-50 split right now for the actual gunfight, so it'll be a trade fest before anyone can occur this time, but Afro gets the big 2, and that doesn't quite seal the deal to get someone from Minnesota inside. I know Kenny's trying to be annoying, and even Octane spawns out, but if you're thinking long-term and you're thinking about the routes, Afro being the roaming slayer connects with another one. 4 in a row from him. He's got Attach all the way pushed out towards the back, and Rokkr, there you see, the spawns come in, finally able to stabilize, get a little bit control of the game.
That's how you rotate
being
a sub without. See, it's not always the ARs that have to rotate.
Set up.
Afro rotated early. Redback's rotated about 23 seconds. He got the spawns for his team.
One player coming through down low. On the water out there, Kenny. Here comes all the way through. Dome Octane backing up as well. Opening gunfights. Not a whole lot of love there as Afro's trying to get himself streaks. He's playing this very, very slow. Thieves on the approach now. Attach the mana draw first blood. Afro springs to life. That's the 5. It's only Octane for the Thieves keeping the kills going. That right-hand side, the back line. That's where the pressure is. Thieves are up. Spawns are getting crazy. Can Afro get the streaks? Yes, he can. Good work out of Rokkr. Well back in this.
Nice.
Well, maybe for a moment, right? They had a very clean setup on the hill, but LA Thieves eventually just able to pierce it and look for that scrap time, which is a decent chunk, and trying to run the score up just a little bit more. Also, number 4, Cammy, still spawning out. All of Minnesota still spawning out. Attach is trying to rotate. Everyone else from Minnesota might get punished. And now I suppose this is a 2-question game. Does LA Thieves identify that Attach is actually rotated over towards New? The question for Attach is, can he make the big play?
Oh my, Envoy is shooting hot today. Post game still coming into the generators. Octane's in. Attach finally, it pays off.
Attach didn't get in the hill right away. That was actually a really good play from Attach to not let them know that he was there.
Hold on this one. Afro wins another big gunfight. Starting to push the kills forward in his favor. Over to Draws now. He's going to be the entry man trying to get these kills for his boys. Get into that hard point and try to get the break. Afro again. He's looking fine today.
And make no mistake, that is a massive play coming out of Attach right there. That two-piece in a moment shuts down the cruise missile that Octane was looking to get. Now, obviously, sets his team up on the rotation. They now have the lead.
Cammy's
20
running a
seconds
sub
is
and a
absolutely worth
trophy.
fighting for.
I like
And
it.
keep in mind, if you're trying to be a focus point on Attach, he gets a spawn out over
That's
towards
a Mixie
Dome,
Hill.
gets
You
his
want a
teammates
sub
the
in
right
that
side
hill.
spawn. So even though LA Thieves get that scrap time, at least on a sort of a long-term game, Minnesota, after the first set of rotation, they started on the bad side. They end this basically with a tie game. Now it's their turn to try to get
Afro.
control, keep those
Still
spawns,
beaming.
and really handle the pace of this game.
Lead change. Here we go into the second set. And what a first
Very close
run of
game,
hard
though.
points that was here on Hydro. Bant soaking up the time. Tatch has got P2 all good for now. You're looking at Draza there in the sort of X-ray fighting for his life. Loses that battle out. Thieves now in a tough spot. They've got that far left-hand side of the map to cross over. Right now through that red building. Kenny's going to take the water out. Bant's guns are up. Sweet nades out of LaRue's going to soften up the defenders now. 30 seconds remaining on the point chance. And I will say, Rokkr, it was looking great for a while. They've got a bit of a lead. Now can Afro go absolutely crazy? No, he can't.
Hey, you need the trades though, right? Afro at least gets a little bit of damage out for his teammates, and Cammy needs to hop up on the mountain, but Kenny there to take him down. So
Rokkr have
tricky to say
rotations
Kenny
to
and
P2
Cammy
though.
at the same time. But either way, LA Thieves again working from the bad side of the map, do a nice job.
Rokkr doing a nice job
get
this
that
hard point of
P1
staying
time,
disciplined.
and maybe another lead exchange we have before we go into this rotation. And quite a bit of the map is open. LA Thieves, the
good
2-2
watch
split,
of the
putting a
water.
lot of pressure on the bottom of the map.
It reminds me of trying to say Priester and Pristini in the same game. That was tough work. Cammy, though, he's the man in the feed right now. 15-11 for him. B2's all good. You still have to worry about Envoy. Once again, in that back line, causing nothing but issues right now for Minnesota Rokkr. Here comes the hit from the front. Afro with a good coverage. Kenny is taken care of all the way through the back line. He's going to get at least one. And look at this corner. Afro, oh, it doesn't check it. Man, he is a pain in the ass.
What a play, man. I mean, just like that.
Envoy
the
making
towards
plays.
the bottom side of the map. They start spawning those Rokkr
16 and
players out,
13.
and you just see how uncomfortable
Same
Cammy
exact
was
as
inside of that hill,
Afro.
knowing Envoy was in the back. So, LA Thieves, nice job. You still have to pull your way through the front, though, right? Rocker's still applying a great deal of pressure on P2, but they don't let anything turn
Octane,
into
1
money
HP.
hill, and Octane right there, snapping just a little bit.
Snapping.
7 snapping up close range. Get the final few 10 here. As the Thieves now trying to make their way forward. Draz has managed to net himself a sweet spot in the back line. Can they get the flip? Can they get the lead change? Let's find out with a quick LA Thieves. Listen in.
I'll get front.
Alright, attach on P1.
We
Stay
spawn
in the
on
back,
deep,
Zach.
bro. You gotta lift.
Attach on P1.
Zach.
There's hard player kills, Zach. We spawned on Dome.
Attach
Attach
one.
one's P1.
Nice, Zach. P1 dead.
Nice,
I watch out. I'm cautious.
You're gonna tell me
I'm cautious back, yeah.
Oh, they were tripping.
I'm cautious. Give me a
One's
second.
gonna be top one, is probably.
I'm just right window. Right window. Right window. Two. Right window. Nice back door, Ken. He jumped in. Another one in. Nice. Good job, Ken. I don't live. I'm blocking.
I'm caution. Nice.
I got
Stokes.
Hey, we only P2. I'm blocking, guys. I'm
Stokes.
blocking.
P1 spawns, guys. P1 spawns. Dill's hard block. P1 spawns.
Okay. I went alright. Yeah, I'll get down right
Yeah,
now.
I got it.
That guy's one shot.
You guys, you could spawn here.
Hut.
I play my back kill, bro.
Dead. I can help you. Ruins in. One's down with me, down late. I think you're down.
Give it up, Zach.
I'll see him down. I went mid, bro.
It's a cam.
One's down late. One be
Cam afro. Cam afro.
Could be guy.
Cam afro.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump.
They're not playing me. They're gonna go around Jones.
Alright, I'm close.
I'm top dome right now.
I'll give me in the back of me, pizza. Yeah, I'm
Cam
seeing
afro,
guy.
guys.
Okay, top P3.
P2,
Top 10. Top 10.
Nice.
Missing afro.
Yep. Player kills. Listen.
I'm on back straight.
I'm player P2. Nothing P2. Nothing P2.
Nothing in the back.
Yeah, one could be Jets.
I'm on top.
Player kills.
I'm on top.
On the head of me. Wait, by the water.
Glitch.
Nice. One is the
He's one of Jets. Player kills.
I'm living.
One Jets. Leave for one
Afro's
Jets.
still in the
This guy's
back.
got it on me still.
Afro, yeah. We can
I'm just living, boys.
They're all mid, bro. All mid.
I'm just living. This guy's still outer, got it. Low. He's on like the
You're
lip.
good. Just live.
He's outer, still got it.
Last guy.
I got it.
Hey,
Still outer.
You're good.
Still
That's it.
holding.
Where?
His last guy behind got it on
Hey,
the
that's all you guys. All you guys.
I'm here. I
On the
got you.
bridge.
I'm right.
Hey, I'm
30
shooting
seconds.
across.
30 seconds.
I
Ivory help me mid, Zach. Ivory
I
help
have
mid.
Jets. I have Jets.
Ivory help mid, Zach.
We have one.
Nice. Good job.
Oh, just cross.
He's going in ruins. I got you.
In or top, I can't tell. In ruins or top, I can't tell. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
I have door, but they can be mid of me.
Great time here. I'm here.
Great comms with the LA Thieves there. See how difficult it was to deal with Afro and the communication it took just to try to grab him, pin him down, and take care of business. Tough work, but LA Thieves now starting to walk away with the lead.
I mean, all of that like annoyance that Afro just brought to the table just didn't matter because Octane's comms are fantastic. The dude is the main slayer, like the hill soaker, and he's calling out every single player constantly, identifying spawns where they're popping up, players that are missing, and Octane truly MVP in the comms category. And obviously, if
Still
he's not
close.
getting the hill time, Mr. Do It All.
That's an angle right there. I like that.
We go with human UAV. The absolute motor mouth indeed as well. 202 there for the LA Thieves now. 170 climbing for Minnesota Rokkr. They've got a bit of a foothold here in Nu. Can they keep the time ticking? Envoy through the back line. Here comes Octane to support him on the approach towards his hard point. And it's just trouble, man. Draz is there to help get the trades. That's the backline sweep. Oh, howdy diddly doodly. Cammy on the fence line there. Somehow managing to find that kill. Less than 20 now to go. You're doing everything you possibly can for the Thieves to slow down the approach now from Rokkr.
And Rokkr doing everything they can to try to get back in this game. The Jaza taking the routes just to hunt down the killer Cam. And now inside the point, looking for the three-piece, little cherry on top. But no Afro with the Vastnev there to shut him down.
He still has a cruise.
Obviously, we're talking long-term. Rokkr decided map that they want, but it is going to be chaos.
I guess he's waiting for
Hill. Bance kicks off the action, but LA Thieves there for the trades. They
P2
get
would
the
be
wipe,
good.
and
Okay,
here
here
this hill time. And talk about how every single second is going to matter.
They need to throw tax. They need to throw tax.
We'll clear the point for a moment. Trophy's going to be there, keep the site safe. Rokkr still within a stone's throw of pulling this one back. Envoy is already looking towards P2, and it looks like Rokkr maybe let him slip through. I think the attention, yes, it was. Far too focused on the hard point, far too focused on P1. They've flipped. That's a huge moment, and potentially a game winner for the LA Thieves.
And now you got extra help to watch the water routes that Bance might have been taking. So Envoy, just the cutoff man, knows where he needs to look, ready for it the entire time. And Bance still wins the gunfight. So the comms might have been on point for LA, but now the pressure's on because Rokkr, one clean break on P2, and they're going to turn this into a game. It's only a 20-point gap for the moment, but that is the start Octane was certainly looking to have. And again, hyper aware of the routes, as easy as it gets. That's why comms are so important.
Oh, look at that. What an angle as well to deal with attach here. Trades them out, no problem. 25 now for the win. LA Thieves here.
Wow.
Number one, you are clearing house. Cammy, the last man up. Can't get a kill. The push forward. Attach. Easy. Red like a book. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy for the LA Thieves as they will now soak the time. A final 10, and map number one is theirs.
Yeah, I mean, that is just like clinical on that
Unless
P2
they get a
as well. They know exactly what routes are going to be taken. They know the exact timing on the gunfights. And Octane again, cherry on top for the game. Had a 30 bomb, plenty of time in the hill. Comms on point, and don't even have to break a sweat towards the end.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
LA Thieves look good. Minnesota Rokkr gave him a game.
But that final moment, man, I mean, that break from Envoys, he creeps through water. He's done it every single time. The one chance that Rokkr had to really deal with him, they didn't, and they let him slip through, caused a lot of problems. That is that. LA Thieves, map number one. As Rokkr now, look at the stats, and Octane, a lot of love for him at 13 22, pushing 3,400 damage there. A lot of work being put in across the board. Great stuff there. Draza, a little slower in the kills department, but your boy was doing everything else. Great stuff there. Again, LA Thieves, they take map number one.
Jaza ends up being the technical super soaker with the most time in the hill, but obviously neck and neck right there with
the
Octane.
Technical super soaker. Octane 30 and 22.
Overall wasn't super clean, or a couple rotations where guys like Afro are getting
He was beaming at the end.
Chaos and whatnot, but it seems to be a typical story for Minnesota Rokkr on this map. Great job of being annoying, not a great job of actually securing those wins towards the end. I believe the record now falls to 1-5 on Hydro as I mean, close-ish games, but LA Thieves again, especially on that final P2, just made it look easy, man.
Highlights here from that first Hydro. A lot of love there from Envoy again. Watch the route, man. Certainly got paid here in this matchup. Good battles for the backside of the spawns. Again, everyone seems to be getting a sort of a more firmer grasp of how to play Hydro. Spawns are so important. We've seen so many battles take place on those extremities of the map. Those water routes towards the south side of the map as well. Very, very important indeed. LA Thieves are running up the kill feed, running up the time. As they're going to comfortably walk through there on that map number one finish. Neck and neck though to what, the last two hard points, I think, Chance. Great stuff either way. We'll see if Rokkr can find the bounce back in the upcoming search.
Nearly, and I know you brought up the Envoy flanks as well, especially towards the end, taking the water out. I forgot about the first one he had on like the P2 hill as well, where he's the guy that gets in the back, makes guys like Cammy super uncomfortable inside the point.
Minnesota Rokkr have not been playing well lately, so I predict that Thieves are going to take this 3-1. I think Minnesota clutches up and wins one of them, but whether it's this search or the control.
Some huge gunfights, very, very important moments there. Unable to really pull it together as a
Afro was
team.
beaming too.
That's what we're looking at. Team accuracy for both squads, still Chance. Uncanny how close these stats are for most squads throughout the entire year. It's so weird. I find it weird. It's unusual to me.
2/1000% almost dead accurate. And I think the biggest like change you'll see in teams is just on maps like El Asilo, for example, where you can go for the wall bangs, and there are just certain players that'll absolutely just spam ammo through walls. So I think that's really the only time you're going to see a massive gap between teams in the accuracy department, because obviously if you're a pro player, shot's going to be on point.
Well, there we go, Hydro, we're done. Now we go to Hotel 3 Nights, word to Puckett, as we're going to get ourselves a nice towel from the spa. We're going to
3 hotels and an embassy.
Shenanigans. We're going to play Search and Destroy, Control, and Hardpoint if we have to follow that one. And if we do go to Game 5, Embassy, Search and Destroy for that. But yeah, Hotel should be an interesting, a fun one indeed, Chance. Like, Search has always been cool. Expecting a lot of snipe plays. Octane's been amazing to watch. If anyone's ever caught one of his streams, you know the boy can hit them. He runs an SPX. He's extremely brave with it. I'm hoping to see something similar here. On the other side of the fence as well. Attachment, great sniper as well for Minnesota Rokkr. I'm excited for a real square up here on Hotel. Let's get it.
Attach, one of the best snipers in Call of Duty of all time, certainly.
yeah.
But for Minnesota Rokkr, I don't know if I would make that case, because they've lost 9 S&Ds in a row. I think Ali pointed out that, like, on this 9-loss spree, there's not a single player that has like above a 0.8. Like, Afro was your superstar, and when he has started to suffer, when he's not dropping absolute bombs, no one has picked up the slack. Bance has fallen off a cliff. He's dropped 0.4 in the KD department. Attach has faltered as well, and Cammy, who never was having success in this game mode, has not stepped it up at all. So this is just like dire. And keep in mind, 9-loss streak is getting close to breaking the record. It is Seattle Surge and Paris Legion from last year and Vanguard that are tied at 10 S&D losses in a row. Minnesota Rokkr now knocking on that door, and they were also the team that gave Seattle their first win in such a long time, and it was on this map. Seattle took it to them, beat them 6-1. Now Minnesota Rokkr, this is the map they go to where they're trying to, you know, break the curse, break the losing streak, but it is certainly scary hours for Minnesota fans.
Find the book, save the world. That's what you need to do right now, Rokkr. You can always turn around a bad year. It begins here on Breenberg.
And not even bad year, good year. They just had an incredible stage 2 major. Like, they look so good. And then in this online stage, just something bad happened. So not even a bad year, but trying to prevent the bad year from occurring.
That's fair. Well, it's an explosive start to the Search and Destroy. Everyone's nades and lethals have been thrown out. Not a whole lot of success. Aha! But Afro finds that first blood, takes care of LaRue, takes care of Octane. Makes mid-map that bit safer. Crazy trades now about. And he somehow finds his way out of bedroom. Raza backed up. Thieves are well spread. The remaining 3 of them, let's see what they do.
And look at that, dude. The bomb goes down at A. Now you get bedroom pushed out. You get complete control, and even Draza gets to watch the flank. So a lot of noise is going to be made. No dead silence is rolling through for just anyone. So Draza can hear everything on the full flank. He goes to blue, hears it from a mile away, but Cammy does win the gunfight. That's the opening Rokkr needed.
Envoy's posted up. This is a great spot. Players call this lights or secret, I believe, and you're going to be able to see that bomb right there. Here comes the hit. He's going to be able to pass a lot of information over. That's going to send Kenny in for the fight, and that's the check. Wait a minute. Afro's on it. Can he get the kill? Kenny now springs to life, does get the player off the bomb, and that's the round. Good work, LA Thieves.
And that is just quite literally the value of pushing out towards the bedroom side of the map. And obviously, I think Rokkr very much feeling the pain of not having dead silence in that moment. Did a great job of winning the gunfight against Draza. And then another 20 seconds go by before they actually get to the
looking
bomb
real
site.
good.
And obviously, you see the work between Envoy and Kenny. Envoy is like, yeah, he's on the bomb. I can't kill him. If you could get him for me, that'd be sick. And Kenny says, yeah, that is not a problem. I will deliver. So great teamwork. And again, sort of similar to the Hydro. It might have seemed like it was close, like Rokkr had a slight advantage, but I think towards the end, fairly comfortable for Thieves.
The importance of that bomb placement.
Afro did get first blood.
As fun as just get it down. It's where you put it as well. Thieves, great work there. Well, now in the hands of Cammy. Looks like we might be going to B. Dead silence that they're ready for a lot of these players. A lot of the Rokkr players didn't die in that last round, so they're going to have access to those field upgrades. Envoy, though, he's hearing something. That headset may be backwards. But here comes the fight. Things up. Tags are in. No joy. Afro wins it. From the backline now, Laruski with the sniper. What's going to happen here? Oh, my God. Wait for it. Wait for it. He's going to make some magic happen here. Yep.
Ooh!
Man's going to check this out. Afro's got the inside of the still covered. Can Larue find another?
Oh!
Nearly, but not enough. Rokkr. Stay alive in kitchen.
That was
And that is
almost
just
a
good
McNasty
aggressive play
sizzle.
call. Make sure that the trades would have been in, even if Envoy got a first blood, because they had plenty of presence around Kitchen. But as soon as Envoy just doesn't win the gunfight, makes it that much easier after the fact. And Octane was certainly there for the help, but a little bit too late to actually support his teammate. So aggression was key. 0 time wasted in that round, and Rokkr certainly with the 9's bounce back. I mean, they've been 2 for 2 on the first bloods front. I think Afro has them both. And again, he was your superstar player in Search and Destroy when you were successful. And right now on a 3 spree, see if he can keep it up.
Quite aggressively on towards this A-bomb. Here's on the defense. One of the cross, that was the bait. The real danger was the player on the stairs. Good stuff there from Rokkr. No one dies. Envoy, oh, down low. Here comes the battle for lights. He's in position for it. Cracks the door. Doesn't check it. Easy reads. Great kills out of Envoy.
Yeah, just outmaneuvering in that moment, playing a cheeky little off angle, and that bomb is down. So Minnesota Rokkr forced to fly. Keep in mind, Bance has a trophy, so he's going to be loud. And Kenny with the reaction time guns him down.
1v3
Him and
for
Envoy
Cammy.
working together so well. Leaving Cammy in the 1v3 with absolutely nowhere to go. Talk about Afro making plays. Well, Envoy, he steps up as well, making the big plays down low.
So far, great offensive rounds out of everyone. No one's letting anything slide. The post-plant spots are great. Not a single hope in hell there for Cammy. Kenny and Octane working brilliantly together there. See if another offensive round win comes through. As Rokkr, they'll be up next on attack.
And really, I think just decisive rounds on offense as well, right? Minnesota, just 0 time wasted, bullying straight through the kitchen. And even LA Thieves, similar sort of situation. I know the first round was slow, but they were playing for picks without the Deddy, without the trophies. As soon as they had the trophies, say, let's just hit out this site, push through, and just get guys like Envoy in position. Now Rokkr, maybe the first team to take things a little bit slower, spreading the map, playing for picks. That bomb is leaning towards B.
Oh, Envoy. So sneaky. Again, he's a pain in the ass. He's just a colossal annoyance to deal with. He killed Bance over here on this side of the map. You know that the B-bomb site might have been on the menu there for Minnesota Rokkr. Now, though, LA Thieves, just keep that map positioning. Keep all lanes covered. Try to identify the attack. And enough time has passed yet. Hey, that's exactly where it's going. It's over to Draza. An unfortunate timing for Octane there with a snipe. He might have been able to catch one out. Gets the next, though. Draza gets on the board, and it is a strong round from the Thieves.
Yeah, Envoy just again setting his team up, completely breaks down the entire play for Rokkr. I also appreciate just the cheekiness of like not zeroing in on the kill from Bance, checking the hallway just to make sure he's not going to get shot in the side. But Bance is basically sent in behind enemy lines to make the play, get shot in the back, and Rokkr like, I guess we can't go there. Like, we don't have numbers. Envoy's already there. We'll try to wrap it, and LA Thieves not falling for any sneaky tricks, just completely set up around the site. And again, just a very easy round as LA now have a 3-1 lead.
They managed to win the defensive round. Now back on the attack. Stun check lands. Bance's position has been given away now. Draz looking to spring alive. Right into the feed. Great work. That's first blood. He's on a 3 spree now. It's likely to come to a close in a moment. With that bomb down at A, once again, LA Thieves forcing Rokkr to make moves.
Bro, you gotta go. You gotta kill Draza. The bomb is planted on the other side of the map, and they just wasted so much time. And by the time they kill him, you have now 26 on the clock. You already know it's a double setup over towards bedroom, and you're just walking into a pinch. Good luck trying to win this round.
Afro, good luck. Less than 20 now on the clock. Octane's in that tight corner. Kenny on the inside of lights. That's one taken care of. Here comes Bance on the very, very slow approach. Looking to get on the board at the very least. And he does. The round is done, though. There is no hope of the defuse. Kenny gun Kenny. It would have been nice as a consolation prize, but it is not looking good. LA Thieves, another strong round.
He's looking too good as a team
may
right
have been
now.
trying to go for a hard
They've
read,
been out
like
team
stacking
working
up
a
the
lot
middle
of
the
people
map,
recently.
and even leaning towards like the kitchen bomb site. Every single time LA is
Playing
playing
really well.
over here towards A, they've
Playing
doubled
really,
up on
really
the
well.
bedroom side of the map and executed the round. Minnesota give up the bomb plan for free, and then even after Draza gets the first blood, he was basically in a triangle of the remaining players on Minnesota Rokkr, and it still took him an extra 10 seconds, not just to get the kill, but someone died in the process. So sloppy work in that round for Minnesota, and a very sizable lead now for Thieves.
I mean, this is starting to get out of hand. No one's going crazy. It's just it's great teamwork out of the LA Thieves. No individual pop-off. You love to see that. Bomb down now fast from Rokkr. Over towards A. Oh, hello. Cammy attaches there to help out. Good work. As Rokkr, post-plant position so far, fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful reads on the flank, and Cammy, great work on the backstack. Him and attach just to try to buy some time. I think Draws the last man standing, dancing for his life, and honestly, a 1v2, not a lot of time. You're gonna have to gun these players, but maybe he can give it a shot.
Draws is keen, man. He's keen for it. Yeah. Taps the bomb. He's making moves. I mean, just to prove, I mean, whether it was the round or not, good setup from Rokkr, but man, Draza swinging for the fences in those individual battles. What a difficult player to deal with.
Yeah, just, you know, showing off a little bit of speed, but obviously nothing he can do. As soon as Vance is throwing shoulders like that to get the information, pretty much done and justed. So Minnesota Rokkr stabilized, great reads on the flank, but
finally
you see sort of the difference between the two teams. If LA Thieves are giving up that A plant, they're going to do something decisive and try to be quick to go on something like the double flanks. Read that time from Rokkr, though, just a little bit too clean. And again, Cammy and Attach working together sets up Attach for the big two.
Ooh, so just no over yet. 3-1 split for the LA Thieves here. Envoy's playing this slow, and he's going to be the guy going towards that A bomb site. Cammy with a pick, in and out like a light. Envoy's still holding this bomb. Vance is on the approach towards him. I don't think anyone's there to really spot this out, but if you kill that bomb carrier, that's huge. Here comes the rotation. Oh! Nearly lands it. Oh, and Vance knows. He's fully aware. Plenty of noise above him.
He needs some help as well. Number 3 finally starting to wrap back, but Afro's not looking over, so Vance has to make the individual play, and he's good for one, so he's done his job. And 48 seconds left on the clock for the 2v3. Octane with the bomb, well, had clean shots, but attaches just a little bit cleaner. And now Kenny left in the 1 versus 3 with bomb down in a bit of a tough spot. We'll have dead silence in a moment, but it would take something magical to win this round.
I don't know. I feel like it's almost more worthwhile to hold on to the deadie. Keep dead silence in your back pocket. If you get a kill that's going to push that forward, you will have access to it in this round, but don't use it. Hold on to it. I don't need to tell Kenny that. He's well aware of it. Here comes the fight. Cammy's going to hold him still. Attach might be coming through for this one. Final 15. Dealing with Kenny. Easier said than done. But Rokkr bounced back. This search and destroy is not over yet.
And I'd say just a much better setup that time from Minnesota, or at least a better read, I suppose. The mid-map setup, you can absolutely have success, but just unfortunate a few rounds prior. This time, it was basically like a triple stack in and around bedroom. They were not interested in giving up A. And I think one player looking more towards the middle of the map. I don't know if it was from the back patio or from top catwalk, but able to catch Draza for the first blood and no mistakes after the fact. Minnesota, a very efficient round.
Yeah, really good. Nice search by both teams so far. I think a lot of us had this open and shut for the LA Thieves, but hey, Rokkr, look, great signs of life. Good work out of Afro again. 7 and 4 from him. Attach is starting to heat things up with that snipe. Can they find the equalizer in this round?
Well, keep in mind, if they're finding the kills, they don't have the bomb over by the site just yet. So Attach now wrapping back towards his teammates. But the plays around Kitchen, Kenny, though, strikes in the middle of the map. And Envoy, he just needs to give you one.
Oh.
And he makes the read, knows where the chow's coming from.
Oh.
And just shuts you down.
Oh!
He gets them all! Oh my god, Envoy!
Wow.
What a masterclass. I'd be chuckling too.
I mean, he's just cheesing. I don't... Did they shoot back?
No. He got
That's why he's laughing. That was just the easiest read for him of all time. Gets the first guy one shot. He's like, that guy's not going to chow. Maybe over here. Boom, free kill. Let me wrap back and throw a stun to go for the guy that's one shot. Oh, that wasn't him. I know he's the third one in line. And just, again, Envoy, absolute wizard of a playmaker. And he just makes it look easy. He glides when he's on point.
On this guy. Crazy stuff. Not over yet, though. Map point, LA Thieves. It's not over yet. Okay, starting to look a bit more over. Unless you win this. Oh my god, the nade's perfect. The tag's gonna land. His Deddy is still activated, and oh my word, Envoy is on a tear.
Hey, this is just pain, because I think Rokkr are gonna know, like, oh, Envoy's playing the bottom hall again, but what do you want to do? Break open this door and chow him? You try to go on the other side of the hallway, you're gonna have guys like Octane or Kenny there just to protect their friend. Envoy, again, gets in position, makes everyone's life that much easier.
Perfect round almost.
And Attach will be the final player to fall as LA Thieves win this one 6-3.
Wow. There you go, the search and destroy. An absolute smoke show at times, but there were signs of life out of Rokkr there. Going to be taking those consolation rounds, but man,
LA Thieves looking really, really, really good as they 6-2 take the second map of Search and Destroy. It all comes down to hotel control. Can Rokkr do anything about it? No real great huge stat lines. Kenny 7 and 3. Envoy 8 and 4. Double pause.
He makes the big plays. 3 first bloods form. He matched Afro after Afro had those lightning fast first 2 rounds, but at the end of the day, 10 loss streak now for Minnesota Rokkr in Search and Destroy.
10 loss streak on Search for Minnesota Rokkr. They've lost 10 Search and Destroys in a row, tying the Seattle Surge from last year in losses.
That guy is absolutely cheesing right now. His boys are smoking him. And we'll see the comeback. It's on the other side of this break. We'll find out.
Yeah, no music. All right. I have to go run somewhere right after this game, but so I'll have to miss the LAG and London or Paris, Vegas, whatever game, whatever it is. But we will definitely be back for match 3 and 4, which I think is Ultra and London and NYSL and Optic. So it's good. I just need to run them somewhere for about 30-40 minutes. Won't even be gone that whole game, but I won't be posting that one. I usually take one match off a day anyway. Sorry if that makes anyone upset, but make sure if you guys want to, make sure that you comment down below if there's definitely a team that you always want to see. Let me know. Maybe I can get something worked out. But as of right now, unless I'm home doing this, there's no other way for anyone else to really record these that I know. But Minnesota Rokkr really, really lacking today in teamwork. I don't know what's up with them. On paper, they seem like a really, really good squad, a really talented squad. But they're just getting rolled, man. They are not looking good whatsoever. And then the LA Thieves still on pretty good track to probably win a major this year, not gonna lie. At least one. I see them at least winning one of the next 3. Either major 3, 4, or 5. I think the Thieves have a good shot of winning. Ultra have a good shot of winning. Optic, of course, have a good shot of winning. FaZe, of course, have a good shot of winning. That's probably the top 4 right there. Thieves, Ultra, Optic, FaZe. Not in that order. If I had to put them in order, I'd probably put them in FaZe, Thieves, Optic, Ultra. Well, Ultra did just beat Optic, so probably Ultra, Optic. And then I probably like NYSL. Seattle. But they were also on a losing streak as well recently. Have not been playing very well. Except for Pred. That man is always on fire. It's insane. That man's always be doing something on the map. Octane looking real good with the sniper though. He can snipe like a motherfucker. Ay, 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 ay. LAG hasn't been looking very good either recently, so I think Vegas is gonna rickroll them. Like I said, I just have to run somewhere real quick, but I'll probably catch the end of that game as we get back into this motherfucker right now.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Oh, come here. And backward.
Oh, wait, no, I'm coming alley.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Oh,
The paternity test is in! I am the father.
Mid to connector tunnel.
Wow! Those rank play players are good. I was not ready. I was not ready for that.
Man.
I was not ready for that. You can get involved in rank play. Rank play is available right now on MW2. And if you're on the other receiving end of clips like that, sorry, not sorry. Keep climbing, boys and girls. We'll see you in the top 250 soon. Tweet us your clips. Tweet the league. Hashtag CDL ranked plays. Submit your top plays, and maybe if they're dumb lit and gross like my one was, we might be able to put them on the show. I had no idea that was happening. That's really funny.
I just think it's important for the people out there to know that if you're like in gold, you will get destroyed by some casters. Just throwing that out there.
Gold? We're in diamond. What are you talking about?
We're in diamond. I know. I'm being funny.
What? Dude, come on, son. Anyway, speaking about getting destroyed, this series is getting ugly real quick. Rokkr better turn it around right now. They've got to go wild here on Hotel Control.
Absolutely wild. I mean, this is their most banned map versus LA Thieves' most
I
played
don't play
map.
but once
So
every
LA
couple
Thieves
days,
love it. Rokkr typically avoid it, and this is going to be the map that decides whether or not Rokkr start off 0-5 in their qualifiers for their first time in their organization's history, going winless in the online stage. So not a fun place to be, and obviously if you paid attention to the first two maps, LA Thieves pretty comfortable. Envoy just being the playmaker at all times. He's been able to do virtually whatever he wants, and is absolutely going to be a threat on this map as well. That little number 8 arrow going to be a force to be reckoned with, but all the action, at least right now, taking place at B.
The B we go. Boys are on it. Starting that slow and steady capture. The first segment is getting smoked. Afro attached the 2 A's. For Minnesota Rokkr finding his kills. Kenny's here, better late than never, but you've already got that first segment in, and again, that all helps towards that final round. Defense! Nice work, Afro. Back on the point we go. Rokkr, clean start.
Yeah, and for a team that is so alphabetically sound, the teamwork right there going to match that sort of chemistry. Easy cap in the end. And now for LA Thieves, they don't even have this setup in this moment. Attach is being the cutoff man to at least take down one player. And maybe LA Thieves can actually make use of that, get pushed up in a kitchen. But it takes a long time to try to get the setup on defense that you want to have. And a delicate thing to try to do to defend this point.
There we go. A's going to be a fun one. Get your snakes ready, lads. Good pinch in the works right now. Rokkr have got all angles covered. Do the Thieves. Two of their players are going to get there a little late. And by then, yeah, it might be too late. We're already on the point. 3 players up for the LA Thieves now as they approach towards that zone. ASAP, Octane's there in red. Big win out of Afro, looking to get himself streaks. Oh, stay alive. Afro can't get it done. Envoy's there. Attach, cut down before he can get involved. Bance is up next. Just about a minute 30 to go.
This is so tough. Bance just needs to stay alive, though. I mean, the goal right now for Minnesota Rokkr is just to keep that presence in kitchen so you get the close spawn, because look at how much further LA Thieves are spawning away. So for the moment, you had like a 3-on-2 around the site, and now Afro doing the dance and taking down 2 to try to keep his team in it. Unfortunately for him, all of his teammates, his ARs, lose the gunfight, so he has to put in an extra shift.
Here we go. Bruise at the back line. All sweet. Oh, nice snap out of Bance. Somehow stay alive there. Keeping the capture going. It's all onto Benjamin Bance's Envoy. Man, he has been the Reaper here in the kitchen. Straight Ramsey vibes. Throwing a little bit more than harsh language. This time, though, it's the Afro who finds the kills. Pressure is still on. Can he get off the point? Doing everything he can. The kills are in. That's got to be it. Good work, Rokkr. Last-ditch attempts. Not enough. They take round 1.
And just outslant him. As soon as that B cap comes through, Minnesota Rokkr seems like they're just wheeling and dealing, and they deliver. It took an extra couple pushes to make it happen, but again, as long as you're keeping those close kitchen spawns, you are going to be to that point so much faster than LA Thieves. So eventually the dam breaks, and Afro, main slayer on his team in that round, putting in some serious work to get that first one in.
Confidence is key. We've talked about this with quite a few teams here in the league right now. It's the belief that you can win. And right now, Rokkr, with that round under their belt and a nice start from Afro at 9-2, you'd hope they've got that belief. Heading now on the approach towards B. No gunfights. All of them going the way of Minnesota Rokkr. I'll take it. I will take it. That's a lot of time gained.
They were very ready for that push. Let me tell you, 2 SMGs down low, the ARs over top, and look at how quick Rokkr are on this rotation to go and defend this A zone. And I guess being quick is one thing, winning the gunfights is another. Afro last man standing, and he adds up, actually taken down 2 before he falls. So Afro still spinning to winning, and I mean that Wheel of Fortune right now is 12 kills. Afro trying to do it all.
He's doing a great job. Getting 2 before being brought down there was massive. Not enough though really to save the A point here. We're going to see this zone get captured. Rokkr not willing to commit for it, but what they are doing is they're covering all bases, so that attack towards B is going to be tough for the LA Thieves. They're going to have to win some mean gunfights.
Octane to be taking his time here as well. Doesn't have a lot of teammate support, so I don't think he's going to be doing too many dolphin dives off the map, but he is drawing a little bit of attention from Bance and Cammy, but you see Cammy making the reads from those back steps. And he wins a gunfight on Envoy. In the meantime, Bance ends up delivering, and everything nice and stable right now for Minnesota. Even Afro behind enemy lines in that traditional bottom hallway spot, sort of the safety check if LA Thieves ever dive out to the zone.
I love this out of the LA Thieves as well. It's slow. They're taking the gunfights they know they can win. They're not letting those lives go, because it's no good if only one of you gets on the point. Hey, that's good work out of Envoy. That might be it. Draza wins another. You're on the point now. Surely. Stack it up. Attach has to win these fights alone now. His teammates are getting kills either side, but you've got to clean these boys off the point ASAP. One man's going to be a 2 and a mo.
You need the coordination as well, because everybody challenged sort of one by one. Last man through couches. Afro able to do enough damage to try to create the opening, but it's still just a flood through the front. Kenny back on point as the teammates for the help, and now middle of the map is secured by Envoy. So LA Thieves, no issues, guns up, take the easy gunfight to get this round.
Should be it. Second done. All crossfire though. Bounces in. Kenny still capturing the point. You've got to make a move happen ASAP. The timing was a little bit off. Here comes the reinforcements. Nades are good. You're off the point. Oh, baby. It's not done yet. Draza, he's still in a position to get himself onto the zone. Loads of time here. Over a minute. 11 lives apiece. They're back. They're on it. No, contest. Kills. Cammy. What's going on? No, he couldn't find Octane. What was happening there? Wait a minute. I was all wound up getting ready to call the round nearly done yet. But what was that?
Looking at everywhere but the point where Octane was towards the end, but just a little bit too much pressure, and even just like perfect like sort of routes off spawn by Envoy. I know like after the sort of opening salvo goes through, eventually LA Thieves are like, hey, we got 3 bodies to the point, all guns need to be forward, because Envoy goes and filters in towards the middle of the map, and it still gets mixy. I think someone on Rokkr took a bit of a distant route to sort of wiggle his way around Envoy, but all that time wasted for all that extra pressure on the zone, and right now, hey, 2 for 2 on offense.
Exciting hotel. You need this one, Rokkr. Here we go. 14-8 from Afro. He is putting in a shift. 14-9 now. After those gunshots from Envoy. Vance is still on the outside. He's playing it. He's got to go toe-to-toe with the Dark Prince. Win that fight, and you've got yourself a lot more space to work with. There we go. All right. A zone should be captured here. Or at least a couple of segments at the very least.
I really feel like as soon as you kill Envoy at any given point in time, you're just able to breathe. Like as soon as that happens, the annoying guy behind enemy lines is taken care of, and now you see the round much more stable for Minnesota. The slow cap on A.
Slow cap from Minnesota. Let's see how the comms are going with a quick listen in.
Wait, one's done. I will put that one. That one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I have one now.
Yeah,
One, just run out. Nice.
I got him.
Nice. I'm gonna start working through P2.
Go.
It's close to me, Marcus.
Nice. Go, Marcus. I'm going.
On to anything on the header, you can jump.
Good. Spot. Wait, one, two spots.
I'm gonna pinch.
One's gonna pinch.
I've got you deep spot.
I'll go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's double it, Ben.
Yo, I'm one shot. Yo, okay. Octane's pushed out our deep.
Where were they?
Our deep bed. Kenny's top bed.
Wait, listen, they're gonna play tight by the way.
I spawned along. I'm in the corner.
Let's go now. We focus this stun.
Spa, not hurt.
Spot dead.
Nice, good shit. That guy spawns out.
Octane was low, man.
We'll keep checking.
Octane's top bed on me.
I spawn low.
Play the outside bed.
Play for the spawner, Marcus.
Octane's top bed, bro. Nice, Octane's top bed. Kenny was there as well. Kenny was top bed as well.
Jarvis is over lead.
I'm low bed.
Play spawners for me, Ben.
Octane low dead.
I'm gonna get on time.
Kenny could be low bed. Kenny could be low bed.
I can kill crossing mid.
Kenny's
gonna be lower top.
Kenny lower top, yeah.
I got top.
I'm watching LeBlanc. You got P4?
Couches right now.
He's P2 on me now.
Couches, probably dead.
P2 on me.
He's top bed. Envoy's top bed.
Another one on couches.
Envoy's top bed, okay?
Square.
Yo, we can go around. It's probably choked.
Nice,
good shit.
Go on.
I'm still finessing spy. He's sitting there.
Go around.
Two spots, spawn spots.
Push it out.
Play this quick.
I'm going deep.
Yeah, I can shoot the heady.
Play the heady.
On the heady dead.
Nice, I got naded.
Listen, go through like...
I'm aiming to play through
He's
top
gonna spawn out behind you.
He's just one broken. Make sure we block spot.
Blocking now. D2. Run away, I think.
Yeah, he's
Top bed right now,
D2.
give me a sec.
Well, there's the listening in the comms of Minnesota Rokkr doing everything they can to orchestrate the push towards this B zone, and every time they get close, someone like Envoy gets the big two to shut him down, but now it's Kenny, last man standing. Rokkr, you see Cammy ready for the gunfight, but not quite enough, and the pressure just sort of dissipates and filters away. Gotta reset, take the gunfights from the front again.
40 seconds. Not over yet. Good nades. You clear out the god, Heady. Now you're onto the point. There's the cross, though. Draz gets tagged in. Not enough for the kills. No trophies to be found. Vance is going to eat that one. Oh, my word. Off the top rope, though. We're in. We're on the point. There's 36 seconds remaining. Oh, Cammy wants to fight mid. We're in. I don't care. We're in. Stack it up. Find these kills. Envoy, though, on the flank. Gets one. No more. Over the top comes Draz and gets killed. Last man. Oh, my God. What a manic. Ah, well, Kenny. What's going on? Band's cut down. Kenny's a hero.
Gotta wait for that fat lady to sing. Miles, LA Thieves are fighting, but the bad news for them is only 3 lives remaining. So treat this like a round of search and destroy. Rokkr gotta coordinate. They gotta play for the trades, and every trade they get could seal the deal.
It's not over yet. 15 seconds. Here we go. Thieves run out of lives. Oh my God, that's huge. And a stick. Stockholm. Oh my, Draza. Unbelievable. We may have won the round right then and there. The tags are in. Kenny, loses the fight in the back stairs. A few seconds to go. Dive onto it. No! What a play! The LA Thieves steal around. They had no right to win.
Yeah, and the heartbreaker in the head snapper. Both Bance and Afro did the characteristic throw the head back in the moment. I mean, this is like every single player on LA Thieves like providing in these final moments, right? You get to look at Kenny with the big two, because if he doesn't win either one of these gunfights, obviously that is the round done and dusted. But even just the setups before that, Jaza had to be the player to get the stick. Octane had to throw his body on the point just to slow down the clock and get Kenny enough time to swoop in. And even Envoy, the one who started off when he was basically 1v3 on the point, wins the first gunfight on the steps, does enough damage to the next two. That is all 4 players, 4 world champions getting the job done.
Man, that was something. Kenny checked every single possible body, every single possible corner in like a 2.5 second moment, and won a very tough gunfight against another professional player. That was an outstanding moment. Well, LA Thieves, match point. They win this round on offense, and that has been going very well so far. Smoothly, you might say, and the series is theirs. One segment down.
And I mean, in all honesty, that is just such a heartbreaking round. Minnesota, I don't know how the vibes are going to be trying to bounce back from the moment. And I think LA Thieves is going to be feeling a little bit better. 2 front war, pressure on A, pressure on B. Kenny gets to dance, dodge some nades. YY 17 times because of course he is. And he's got the teammate Envoy there from the help. They're just pushing the pace. LA Thieves doing everything on the map.
Cammy there with the trades, gets on there. Last man up, the Draz still keeping the capture going. 2 members of Rokkr coming forward, trying to get into the fight. Draz, though, these back desks, not this time. A's gone. You're halfway through B now, plenty of time, and even more lives.
Now they're just flying at him too. Envoy, yeah, challenging that, trying to get the extra damage. All three players from LA Thieves working through mid as well. Octane with the sub, can't quite find the timing, but trying to get the boys in through the front. Kenny for 2, Envoy for the follow-up, because by the way, he's still alive, has been this entire time. Finally, Afro gets him shut down, and Afro for 2, maybe to stabilize. And finally, Draza gets cut down, and Rokkr, for the first time this round, can breathe, except for the fact that they're down by 7 lives.
I think for now, yeah, the Thieves have thrown enough individual lives at this point. It's time to pump the brakes, remember the teamwork. Rokkr, it will be a miracle if they can hold this one off. They're down 5 lives. Plenty of time to go still, but solid work out of attacks there. Cammy as well now in the feed, keeping this position safe. All it's going to take is a couple of clean kills now from the LA Thieves. They should be able to get onto this one, but Rokkr are dug in tooth and nail.
I still think this is just a live sort of count right now for Rokkr. They have to be so particular about how they play this, have to keep the pace very slow, and LA Thieves trying to keep the pressure up. I mean, a double flank for the moment. You see Envoy, again, being annoying, getting the kills on the back line, but that was a 3-for-1 trade for Rokkr. They were down by 7 lives, now only down by 3. Still a minute, though, to play. A very delicate balance.
How will the Thieves go for it? You got options. 2 of them are hitting the back line now. It's all in Afro to take care of that player outside. He's tagged. Cammy loses the fight over towards the middle of the map, and here comes Envoy just cleaning house. Afro, though, he's behind him. He's got
Making
2
plays.
That is massive.
Oh!
Damn! That was all with Kenny. No way. No way. Gets this as well. Kenny stays alive. Final 4 lives for Rokkr. His attach is swinging.
I mean, this is it. 30 seconds on the clock, and Cammy now completely out of the picture. Couldn't get his one. He still advanced the sort of safety net behind enemy lines, and I think you wait for the pressure to come and send Banson on the flank.
No trophy, though, down for attach. He's eating all these shots. He's eating the nades. Bance, though, from low lights, he could go wild here. Kenny's on. Checks it. No, he gets gunned from behind. Oh, that's the round. Afro, what can you do? There's 1. Tags into the second. The capture is nearly complete.
Wow,
the round is
Thieves.
done. The series is closed. LA Thieves. Another day in the office for
Crazy.
them.
All right, I have to go do some stuff real quick, but I will be back later on today for those last 2 matches. Thank you guys for hanging out and all the love on all the videos. Thank you.